Hello my dear students, today we are going to start our new chapter, rational numbers. So first of all we have to learn what is rational numbers. The group of rational numbers is denoted by big Q. Okay, so any number that can be represented in the form of P over Q. But the condition is Q should not be equal to 0. Then it will be called rational numbers. So already you learned about fractions. All fractions are rational numbers. All fractions like this. These are rational numbers. Any integer you can take 5 or -7. This is also called rational numbers. How? Because downside 1 is there, you know. That's why this is rational numbers. 0 is also rational number. Why? Because downside 1. That's why it is also called rational number. But when downside 0 is there, that is not possible. This type of number, it is impossible. It is not rational number. Now you learn about positive and negative rational numbers. So those rational numbers are called positive when, like this way, when 3 over 5 minus 7 over minus 9 means either numerator and denominator both should be positive or numerator and denominator both can be negative. So this type of rational numbers are called positive rational numbers. And what are negative rational numbers? When either of minus 1 over 2, 2 over minus 3, either of numerator or denominator is negative. So this type of fraction is called negative rational numbers. Now what are equivalent rational numbers? Already you have learned about equivalent fractions. That is same any fraction or any rational number. Suppose I am taking your 6th exercise 4a, 6th question, second part. This is the rational number and we have to write equivalent fractions of this number. So when we are multiplying the numerator and denominator with the same number, then we will get the equivalent fractions. So we can multiply with the 2. So what will come? Minus 2 over 18. Then we can multiply with the 3. Numerator also, denominator also, we will get the second equivalent fractions like this. So you can multiply with the 4, multiply with the 5. It depends upon how many equivalent fractions you want. The question is to find 5 equivalent fractions. So you can write 5. So these are called equivalent fractions. Or if the question is to divide, then we can divide numerator and denominator with the same number. Then also we will get the equivalent fractions. Like this way, our 6th question 5th part, the number is 1 and we have to find 5 rational numbers, equivalent rational numbers of this. So first of all we can represent 1 like this, 1 over 1. Now we can multiply with the 2. What will come? 2 over 2. Like this way we can multiply with the 3. Then we will get 3 over 3. And you can so on with the 4, with the 5, with the 6 and you will get the equivalent rational numbers of 1. Now the question is that when 2 rational numbers are given and we have to identify whether they are equivalent or not equivalent, then what is the method? This is 11th question of your exercise. So first of all we will multiply this numerator and the denominator of this. What will come? 3 multiply 60, 180 and we will multiply this both numbers and these numbers. We will multiply 36 with minus 5, it will come minus 180. You can see these both numbers are not equal, that's why these fractions are not equivalent. So if we will get the same numbers, then we can say the pairs are equivalent. So like this way you can do this question. Now exercise 4a, 12th question, if you will see, here we have to find the value of x. And it is very clear that both fractions are equivalent. This sign means these are equal. That means the multiply of this and this will be equal. So we will multiply 1 with minus 35 and 7 with x. Or we can write minus 35 is equal to 7x, or we can write x is equal to minus 35 over 7 minus 5, and the x answer is minus 5. So like this way you can complete this question also. Now you can see our 8th question of 4 exercise. This type of questions what express this rational number as rational number so that numerator should come minus 52. So 13 over minus 8, with which number we should multiply the numerator so that minus 52 should come. So if you don't know like this, we can do minus 52 divided by 13. To check which number we should multiply, we will divide this both. And what will come? Minus 4. That means if we multiply this with minus 4, like this way we should multiply down also. It will come minus 52 over minus plus 32. So this is our answer, and here you can see we have got numerator minus 52. Now its third part. The question is we have to express 13 over minus 8 as rational number so that denominator should come 56. Now we will check with which number we will multiply so that 56 should come. How can you check? You will check with 56 divided by minus 8. It will come minus 7. That means we will multiply with minus 7. Here also with minus 7. Now 13 sevens are 91. That means minus 91 and a minus plus. And in this way we have got denominator plus 56. Upper side minus is coming, no problem. So this is the answer. Now our next topic, how to represent any rational number in its standard form. Our 10th question of this exercise, you can see third part. This is very same just like you have done in fraction chapter, simplest form. So how to do 30 over minus 48, you will check with which number it can go. So you can take any number, that is your wish. I will take with divide by 6. Downside also same number, and what will come? 5 over minus 8. Further it can't go with any number. That's why this is the answer in a standard form. You have to divide till that time when we have not got any common factor except 1. So dear students, I have explained every question of exercise 4A how to do. So you will take the help of this video and complete exercise 4A. Before that, you can read page N52 and 53 and revise examples and complete your work. Thank you. Have a nice day.